Good afternoon, everybody. This is my 12th lecture over the health series. Now we are discussing the how the disease takes place and what are the various pathies and how to cure it and all details we are going to on. Now in this present lecture we'll go to the details of the pathogenesis of various disorders or classification of the various diseases. Now, if you go to the classification, the main two headings can be prepared: infective disorders and non-infective disorders. Infective disorders means foreign microorganisms enter in our body and we fall sick. The coronavirus, what is going on, is infective. Pneumonia is infective. Malaria is infective disorder. Dengue is infective disorder. Respiratory infections like staphylococcal, streptococcal, bacterial infections, these are the infective disorders. So, group of diseases where the foreign microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, fungi enter into your body and we fall sick. Now, this itself is a very major category of disorders, and specific treatment to kill that particular bacteria, specific antibiotics are available, specific antiviral drugs are available, specific drugs against those fungi are also available. So it will be a very broad classification, and in the medicine the detailed treatment and all other details are available in modern medicine. Now next group is non-infective disorders. Non-infective disorders means there is no causative microorganism present outside. Certain changes take place in our body, and because of the change functioning of the body, certain diseases come into the existence. Now, these certain diseases which come into the existence because of change metabolism, excessive putting on weight, obesity, then coronary artery disease, we call it as a heart attack. There is a chest pain and person will have the breathlessness and he may die. Then hypertension, diabetes, these are all the diseases, we call them, that there is some change take place in the body because of which we suffer. So these are the non-infective disorders. Now third could be the malignancy or cancer. Again, here why a particular cell in our body becomes a malignant means what? There is uncontrolled reproduction of a group of cells in our body, and this uncontrolled reproduction of the cells form a tumor. Then tumor will get spread all over the body and person will die. So cancer is one of the another major disorder which is killing the people. Again, it is a non-infective. So few of the malignancies initially there is say that some viral infection is a predisposing factor and then malignancy takes place. Then another group of disorders is degenerative disorder. Degenerative disorder means that how many years a person will live or probably it is genetically decided. Means what? We call it as the human life is of 100 years. Getting it? Elephant is a 60 to 70 years. Tortoise is 200 years. Rat and all this, they will be 8 months or 1 year. Likewise, genetically probably it is decided how many years a particular species will remain over there. So automatically you will die it after that. Now, as the age advances, certain changes takes place in the body because of the aging, and because of that a person will suffer from so many diseases, and we call them as a degenerative diseases. Now one more classification of a disorder could be slow poisons or acute poisons. Certain toxic elements come into our body, and because of these poisons, slow or acute, we suffer and we die. Then there could be some other mechanisms, those they are involved, like a deficiency of dietary substances, faulty diet, and bringing about the diseases. So it is a very sort of a complex sort of a form where defect in diet, pollution in the atmosphere, pollution in the water, pollution in the food, or All those they will be adding to it, and it may bring about the disorders. Again, it can be included into a non-infective disorder. Likewise, you can form various groups and you can give various labels to the disorders, but most important classification is infective and non-infective. Now, majority of the diseases a person will suffer from after the age of 40. And what are the diseases a person majority times suffers after the age of 40 is obesity, cervical spondylitis, that is the neck pain, osteoarthritis knee, that is the knee pain, hypertension, that is called as blood pressure, diabetes, coronary artery disease. So there are a group of diseases after the age of 40 a particularly person can suffer. Now we will be having a thorough discussion of these disorders later on, but now what I want to tell you, the peculiarities of the diseases which we enter in our body after the age of 40 years. Now you are aware that these diseases slowly enter in your body. They will not enter suddenly, they slowly enter in your body. You are not aware that the disease process is going on in our body, but they slowly enter it. When it is clinically obvious, then doctor label it as a disease. Till the time you feel that I have put on the weight, nothing is wrong with me, no diabetes, no blood pressure, unnecessary doctor are calling me, this your excessive body weight is harmful, nothing is wrong with me. But inside there is insulin resistance, more insulin is secreted in the body, and after few days or few months he may land into the diabetes. So there is a period where the disease process enters in the body, and till you get the symptoms there is a silent period. So you will remain you neglect the situation, and that is a dangerous situation. This is one of the peculiarity of this diseases. Second peculiarity is that once they enter into the body, they establish their place in the body and then they slowly grow. Generally, these disorders once enter into your body and they manifest the clinical symptoms, you have to take a drug or follow certain diet restrictions, then it will be under control. Now, it be under control, you will not get a cure. Means once they enter in your life, you have to have a lifelong treatment for it. That is another peculiarity of it. Third one, they enter one after another. Means was after the age of 40, initially you will put the weight. Then because of excessive obesity, you will have the diabetes. Then you will have the hypertension. And then fourth one, the king of the diseases, coronary artery disease will enter into your body. And when all these four deadly diseases enter into your body, your life expectancy is reduced. So they enter slowly, and once they enter, you cannot remove them, you can keep under control, and rest of your life will be under limitations. With the help of drugs, only you will survive. Now, in subsequent lectures, we will come to more and more detailed classification of the diseases like Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik and Adhyatmik. But now we are not going into other details. This is what a modern medicine classification of the disorders. Now, in subsequent lectures, we will come to its how to manage the cure for it, or at least maintain health from it.